Hello, my friends. Welcome. Come, join me by the fire. Make yourself a s'more. Let me tell you one of my favorite stories. A long time ago, longer now than it seems, Elephant did not look the way that he does today. He didn't have a long nose that reached to the ground. No, he had a short, squat, little pig-like nose. Now, he didn't know any different at the time. All he knew is that to get something to eat, he had to get all the way down on the ground and nibble as much grass as he possibly could. To get something to drink, he had to dunk his entire head underwater just to get a sip. As the summer sun beat down on the savannah, the entire elephant herd decided it was time to move further south to find more water. Eventually, they came across a very large, very old watering hole. The entire herd immediately ran forward and dunked their heads under, began drinking furiously. What they didn't realize is that this watering hole was home to a very old crocodile. This crocodile had lived there for ages and had learned long ago how to slide into the water without even letting the monkeys in the trees know that he was there. Once in the water, just his eyes and his nose peering above, he silently swam over towards the elephant herd. There he spied the big bull elephant. He thought that would make a wonderful meal. Once he was close enough, quick as lightning, he went snap down on the elephant's trunk and tried to pull him in. Of course, the elephant began pulling back and forth. The two massive animals raged in a mighty tug of war, until finally, Crocodile could pull no longer, and he let go of Elephant's snout, and it snapped back into his face. Once Elephant got back up on those big legs, his nose hurt so bad, and it was sore, and it was bleeding. And the other elephants began to tease him. He didn't have a short little squat nose anymore. Now he had a long nose, reached all the way to the ground. Now once that nose began to heal, he realized that he could use it to pluck the grass off the ground without having to get down on his knees. Now he could reach the tops of the trees where the sweetest of the leaves were. And to get something to drink, all he had to do was place that nose underwater and drink his fill. Eventually, the rest of the elephants began to get jealous. They wanted long noses themselves. So one by one, they all went down to the watering hole, where they each had their own tug-of-war with Crocodile. And from what I understand, to this day, this is the story that they tell all their young elephants as they're learning how to use their trunks for the first time. Poor old Crocodile is still hungry to this day. Thank you for listening, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful day. Safe travels.